Now, the very first thing we need to do is how do we go from data to all these sophisticated products that are out there? And for that, we need to first understand what is data. So, data is, in the end, the data that the computer understands is zeros and ones. But for us humans, to look at it from a different perspective, you can think of data as numbers, text, pictures, audio, or videos, which also have the audio and pictures in it. So together, all of this can be considered as data. So numbers could be the digits that are coming out from some sensor of a machine. Let's say temperature measurements. So if there is a temperature measuring sensor in a room, that data that it measures every second could be considered would be numeric data, and that can be used for creating or training AI models. There can be text data. So if there are documents for of let's say documents or magazines for sports, some magazines for science, arts, and so all each of those documents would have text in it, and that could be different type of data. Pictures from that we take daily, cell phone cameras, or it could be some scientific pictures that are taken by microscopy or medical imaging, CT scan, for example, or satellite images. So all of that is different types of data. And audio data again can be the conversation that is happening in a room, that could be data. Or if the audio is recorded for a particular situation. For example, if you're trying to uh, uh, record audio for animals to identify their stress level, then that audio can be used to train the AI that will sort of tell with certain level of accuracy the the if the animal is in stress and what can be done to relieve that. Likewise, there is also video data, and video data could be something like those videos of the videos coming from the street cameras or CCTV cameras, which can help identify the person, or if it's on a road, it can help identify uh, a particular vehicle that crosses a street, and so on. So different types of data can be used to train an AI model to uh, predict something or tell us something that can happen in future based on the historic data. So when I say train a model, it is loosely speaking, we can say that we input some data and the computer learns from the data, and uh, whatever it learns is in form of numbers or weights for something to happen, and based on that it will tell us that X can happen with certain level of accuracy. Now if we look at the data types, and there is structured data where we can imagine here I've put a table just so that it's easier to think. Data in a table form can be thought of as structured data, and that data we could get from several types of sources, as we see here. IoT, meaning Internet of Things, several devices that are connected via Wi-Fi. There can also be semi-structured or unstructured data, and some of the examples of these are maybe data from scanned books or PDF files, emails, videos, audio files, maybe websites, uh, and posts on social media platforms. So all of these data is available, and as a when you enter the field of data science, the skills that you need to then start getting in that you need to build up are start with these. You need to be able to handle the data that is there. So structured data, unstructured data. So you need to be able to uh, talk with the computer and tell it to take a particular set of data that is there and bring it into a shape and form that can be used for either analysis or prediction modeling. That is what we would say as training the AI. And to be able to do that, we need to learn how to code. And that's where this goes. So the very first thing that one would need in today at the time of recording this video is you need to know how to code. And maybe over the years uh, the level of coding might change, uh, but at least the logic would still need to be there to tell the computer what it needs to do with available data.